What's up, bitches? It's Friday. You ain't got nothing to do. You ain't got no job. Or maybe you just got off a job. So we're gonna be that joint for you. Gonna get you high today. Cause it's Friday. You ain't got no job and you ain't got shit to do. So what's up, motherfuckers? This is Eddie Law. That's Ash Lamprey. This is Triggered. We're gonna talk about everything, anything we want to. So what's on? Well, first of all, how you doing there, sir?
I'm good, man. I'm really, really happy. I've only got like one more day of work to go, and then I've got a few days off. And like, I'm just kind of looking forward to having some time off to just chill. Like,
fuck it. Tell the truth. It's because you want to work on your UFC 3 character.
No, dude. Like, by the way, nice little plug there for me, and a nice little segue. I will be dropping my review tonight. I'm finishing editing it. There's some last little bits that I want to get in there. I'm going to give an honest review of UFC 3. So I'm going to be dropping that a little later on, because I know a lot of people have copped it. Some people are in two minds whether to get it. So I'll be dropping a full review tonight, and then I'll be dropping a lot of like full episodes going into each mode and kind of getting into all those different modes and giving more details on those. So watch out for that, and that'll be on the Heel channel later on. But nah, man, I'm looking forward to just being able to chill. Like, last weekend was heavy, man. I had like UFC, I had fucking the Royal Rumble. It was just hectic, man. It was just a hectic fucking thing. So it's nice to have a chiller.
Yeah, I literally just picked up my copy of UFC 3.
Oh,
so yeah.
Yo, how did you feel? I was Snapchatting you when I got the Champions Edition when I was streaming live. And I pulled Nick and Nate Diaz.
On your card?
Yeah.
Man, fair enough, man. I haven't done anything yet. It finished installing while we were trying to get the microphone thing going. And now I'm staring at the little versus page of Conor McGregor and Tony Ferguson.
Yeah, because they're doing a nice little build up. They're doing a nice little build up.
Yeah, except they totally skipped Nate. The fuck is that?
He was probably like, you need to pay me 12,000, 100 million, billion, trillion to have me in the introduction, motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's bullshit. He's in the game.
Do you see him comment on Kobe Bryant's picture with Cody Garbrandt?
No, what is it?
He said something like, I'd whip your ass. And then he actually, like, everybody was like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, why are you starting on Kobe? And what he actually meant was and then he put, like, I mean on the court, my guy. I was like, okay.
On the what?
He meant on the court, not literally. I'll beat up Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, he's just talking shit, whatever. It'd be funny though, because I doubt Nate can play basketball.
I sincerely think it'd be one of the most one-sided 1v1s ever.
Kobe would be like, "How about this? I'm not even gonna use my limbs. Like, shoot the ball with his dick. It's all gonna be just kidding it."
That's a real Black Mamba mentality. Anyway, what I'm gonna say is, since we're talking about video games, I showed you the first impressions of the Nintendo. I think it's Labo. I think it's called.
I don't understand this shit. It's just a bunch of cardboard.
Yeah. This new Nintendo, for people who haven't seen it, everybody thought it was a troll. Nope, it's 100% legit. They are giving you essentially a cardboard box to make and create all these little different bits and pieces, and you'll be able to use the Nintendo Switch with it so that you'll be able to use it in different aspects with different games. So it looks kind of cool. But my thing is like, bro, like, what if it rains?
Yeah, would you wouldn't play it outside, do you?
Well, that's the point of the Switch, isn't it? Essentially, it's like a handheld. Like, I know you can play it inside, but like if you're a kid and stuff like that, and you're chilling, you're like, oh, it's really nice outside. Fancy going outside and playing my Switch. I'm gonna go and pretend fishing outside, and then like the next thing you know, like some fucking hurricane comes through, and snow and fucking sleet and rain come through, and you've just ruined like however much this box costs.
Yeah, dude, I don't know anything about that shit. Here's the thing. To me, like, I barely play video games here. Like, I was talking to you the other day about, I don't know if I'm going to use the 3. I don't know if I'm going to play it. Like, it won't really matter, right?
Yeah.
So I would never get a Switch and then go outside with a cardboard backpack like a little retard. It just doesn't even matter. Like, yeah, that being said, look, if it's for kids, like, I get it. I mean, like, I remember I bought my nephew when he was 3 years old. I bought him a big fucking, like, train set. and it came in this big box. You know what he played with?
The box.
The fucking box. Okay. He didn't get him onto that train until he was 5. It's bullshit.
With that same thing said, though, my biggest concern is as well, depending on where you live. Like, imagine if, like, you know, you're just playing with your little box and you're pretending to be a robot or something, I don't know, whatever. And then some big, like, fucking 12, 13-year-olds come through and just, like, bang, standing on your box.
Or light it on fire while you're not looking. That's what I would do. Like, imagine that backpack. Well, think about it. You're looking at the stupid screen. You get the backpack on. I'm going to come behind you. Light that shit up real quick.
Eddie's coming through with the motherfucking, like, the lighter fluid just to squirt from distance.
That's the thing, though. If you're going to do some shit like this, you got to think about what could possibly go wrong. It's like naming your kid. All right? I'm assuming that when you name most people, okay, maybe not most, because I've heard some awful names, but some people, when they go to name their children, they probably go, how could bullies fuck with their kid with a name like that?
True, but it depends on how rich your parents are. Because I was having this dispute with somebody about Kanye West's kid, because they named it Chicago West, and there was like, that's just no. Hear me out. Like, they named I think it's a boy, I believe, if I remember right. They named their kid Chicago West, and I was like, okay, like, it's a very out there name. But he loves Chicago. He's from Chicago. He holds it very deep in his heart. I'm not saying that everybody should do it, but I'm just saying it's not the worst name that they could have given their kid. Like, let's be honest. There is some fucking worse. They've even named their other kids.
They could have named their kid Herpes. That's about as worse as it could get. All right, they could have been like that. All right, Chicago, really? It's like people that name their kid Autumn or Winter. Like, what the fuck are we doing? How unoriginal are you?
Are you familiar with Katie Hopkins from the UK?
The royal, the queen.
No. She's the woman over here who's like she's like a female Piers Morgan. Like, she just says dumb shit all the times. And she turned around and she said, like, I would never name my kid after, like, a place or a time of year. And it's like, one of them was called Summer and the other one, I think, was called India. And everybody was like, but your kids, and she was like, they're not named after that, though. It's like, okay.
Okay. Here's the thing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens to people like Katie Hopkins, whatever her name is. Katie Hopkins, like people like Piers Morgan, Bill O'Reilly, all these motherfuckers. They are full of shit. They don't believe half what they say. They don't believe like 3/4 of what they say. Okay, they just saying it because it gets you idiots angry, and then you fucking watch, or it gets you idiots riled up like, fuck yeah, someone believes my racist shit too. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna show. I'm gonna
oh my god, bitch! No, fuck that. This bitch needs a new face. What kind of shit is that? It looks like someone injected Botox in her cheekbones and then her eyeballs too.
Oh, have you actually seen what she looks like now?
Yeah, I'm looking at her right now.
Right. I just
hey, Katie, now I know why why you do what you do for work. I can't look at you very long.
Yeah, straight up troll. Straight up troll. I'm just gonna try and pull up this image real quick. I'm gonna try something for the first time because I just need to use the share screen. Don't know. Screen share, that's the one. Yeah. Right, hold up. Let me just and then desktop. There we go.
I'll give her this though. Dear family Nazis, keep your frigid hands off my Hooters. Oh shit, there we go.
Yeah, there we go. Can you see that right now?
Is that Piers Morgan?
Yeah, Piers Morgan tweeted this picture. And he said, if the BBC broadcast an image like this after a female journalist interviewed Theresa May, all hell would break loose and people would be fired. Gender equality shouldn't just apply to pay, should it? I was like, God damn, Piers Morgan.
He just complaining about being a guy?
No, I think he was just trying to say, hold up, right, there you go.
Yeah, stop saying that.
There we go. Sorry about that, guys. I'm learning. I'm getting the hands with the fucking Google Hangout. Yeah, but he was basically saying that people were like kicking off because apparently his interview with Donald Trump did very well. It did big numbers, and he was like, you know, people are talking about it because I think it's because they've just put it on like the app. So you can watch it whenever you want now. It's not just a case of...
No, look, man, porn does good numbers too. If you're going to eat somebody's ass, someone will watch it. I mean, come on.
I've got to bring this up real quick because this is something I really forgot to mention about. Like, I'm sure that you've seen about the grid girls and the fiasco of like.
Yeah, I got a good laugh out of that.
What is your opinion on all of this? Because to me, it just felt like some old dudes who didn't realize that you could go on Google Images and look at half-naked girls not doing shit.
It's not even that. Here's what it is. This is the people that go to the races. That get boners that know they don't have a shot even the girl looking their way. Okay, that's what it is. Dude, it has nothing to do with being proper, with religion, none of that shit. All right, maybe it's something to do with feminists. I get that totally. Because, you know, those bitches are too ugly to be in there. Fine, fair enough. But it's mostly old dudes and feminists, but old dudes that go, or not old dudes, like weirdos that go to the races, like, oh, I want to fuck her, and it's just like, hey, I love you, and she's like, ugh, dude, gross. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what I mean, look, why would you? Okay, let's go with the feminist argument first. It's a bad message for the girls. Okay, so here's the message you're sending. First of all, grid girls, and correct me if I'm wrong, are pretty classy dressed, right?
They basically wear like the ring girls. It's kind of like they wear like kind of low tops with the hot pants.
Yeah, but mine is showing like butt cheeks and tits, right? They're just barely showing cleavage.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, a little bit of boot, like hot pants and a low cut top.
There you go. Right. So the message is this: in order to make sure we're pretending that you're equal, let's take away these girls' jobs. You know what I mean? Like equality and job, and we pay us the same. We want to make the same amount of money. Take your girls, those jobs away. The jobs away from those girls because they're prettier than me. That's literally.
I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't even think the feminist thing is. I think it's more of an excuse for people that are anti-feminist than anything else. I think that you know what I think. I'm going to put my tinfoil hat on right now. Okay. I personally believe that these companies, you know, like for example, like Formula One, etc. I think they're just using this as a scapegoat. I think they're just saying, you know what, we're sick and tired of paying these chicks big money and traveling them all across the world. You know what? They don't really do shit. They don't really fucking do anything. They don't bring anything to the product. You barely see them on the TV screen. You can barely see them when you're at events. It's like, what do they really do? Like, I just don't get. I just think that they went, you know what? Let's just pretend we're doing this political correct bullshit. Let's just pretend that we're all about helping feminism, when in all actuality, we just want to get rid of these chicks. Like, Gates and gone.
Joe, you know, how much money are they making, really?
Yeah, but like, who cares if you can cut your losses? Like, businesses are cutting all the time. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying that's why they're doing it though. They're cutting them, but they're using this word feminism and, you know, equality as a blanket so that it's good publicity, because a lot of people will go, yeah, good on them. They're not having these half-naked girls anymore. You know, it's played out. And then the other side as well, you know, they get rid of them.
No, dude, I don't.
You think anybody's going to stop going to the races just because there's no girls there?
No, of course not.
Exactly.
Wow. But do people stop because there's girls there? No.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, but you're still paying for them girls there.
Look, man, when I go to UFC events or boxing fights, I barely look at the chicks.
My point exactly. So why we have them?
I don't know, because fucking some guys like whistle at them and shit.
This is what I mean. We have them just because, and it's so pointless. Like, I remember when I went to
go to but it's pointless either way.
No, but it's not, because the point is, though, is we could get rid of them and not even have. Oh, Eddie got angry. I think I don't. Oh, Eddie got really angry and left. This is the first time Eddie's ever got triggered. This is really awkward. But yeah, I just think it's a little bit crazy that we still have them. I don't know why we just don't get rid of them. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just not much of a masculine dude. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I think it's so crazy. I agree with Jesus, man. I think Eddie got too hyped. He's got angry and he just left. Yo, Jesus, do you think we should get rid of ring girls? I'm intrigued to just see what somebody else thinks. Is it just me who thinks that it's pointless? Oh, dear God. Yo, shout out to Jesus in the chat, my guy. Oh dear. Eddie's blaming it on his browser. I think he just got really angry. I'm just saying. Yo, I don't know. I just think it's so played out. Like, let's just get rid of these chicks. Like, we don't need them. At the end of the day, I said this to somebody earlier. Yo, I know they're not making much money, but especially in fighting, can't we just pay like the guys on the lower card their wages? Like, couldn't we use? I know it's not a lot of money, but for god damn, like these fighters are actually risking their lives. Can we actually have that instead? Can we actually like go, oh, yo, I know it's only an extra fucking, I don't know, fucking say there's 4 of them that get paid like a fucking grand a night in the UFC, but couldn't we just turn around and say, right, we're gonna just give fucking 500 extra fucking dollars to the people on the fucking like fight pass prelims at least, just so these guys are not getting paid like a fucking grand. Like, just bump them up. It's a third, man. People make out that's like not a lot of money, but that's oh, he's back. Angry Eddie's back.
I'm fucking pissed right now. Google Hangouts, eat a fat dick.
What, right? So I was just Wednesday. There's 2 things that I just wanted to allude to. Okay. But the first one was going to be, right, so when I went to go and see a meet and greet, I met Dan Hardy. This was the Bisbane
London
Hendo 2, so in Manchester.
Manchester,
that's right. They had the 2 chicks. I don't know which ones they were, but there were 2 of the chicks. I'm presuming it would be the bigger name ones. I don't even know their names at this point. But the 2 main chicks that were there, because obviously it was a numbered pay-per-view. We still cater to you guys in the States with the times. There was Dan Hardy there, and there were Damian Maia. We were there. We were queued up outside the sports centre to go in. And there was like fucking, I don't know, it's about 60 people, 50 people. Quite a good turnout. I don't usually go to the meet and greets unless it's somebody I really want to meet. And we went and we queued and everything like that. And we were all going through and everything like that. And we could see everybody. And the first 2 was the girls, and the latter 2 was Dan was after the girls, and then Maya was the 4th one. Everybody was walking by the 2 chicks who were sat there with things to sign, walking straight by them, going straight to Dan, going straight to Damien, and going by. So it's not even like these chicks are even anybody even wants to go and get a fucking signed picture with them or take a photograph with them.
That's not the point of these girls. The point of these girls is to see something you want to fuck.
Yeah, no, but like I see fighters like chicks that I want to fuck. It doesn't mean that like
right, but you also said this that you go when you really want to meet somebody. You really want to meet Dan Hardy.
Yeah, no, but the still thing is, I could still go and get my picture taken with the fucking 2 hot chicks. Do you know what I mean? Like,
but that's not why you're there.
Yeah, but they're still there. They're there before them. So I could have just gone, boom, da 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 da. Yeah, like there's no rush. It's not like there's not like 10 people waiting behind me, 10 people in front of me. It's not like I'm in a rush to go through everybody. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. Look, man. But bottom line, I think it's a stupid thing to get mad about because people over here get mad. Over here, people are like already signing petitions to stop the ring girls in the UFC or the card girls in the UFC. Like someone's actually made the petition. It's fucking hilarious.
All I want to know is this: would you think that I know that they're not on ridiculous amounts of money? But say if these girls were on, even if they were on 1,000 a night, each of these girls, like when we have like 4 ring girls for the big pay-per-views,
right.
Could we just say like, get rid of the ring girls, and we could put like $4,000 as you'd be. We put $4,000 into the pot for the fight pass prelims. We'll have 4 fights. We can put 500 to extra each fighter because a lot of these fighters are on fucking like $1,000 or they're on like 2,000, and it's like that extra 500. It might not seem like a lot of money to the big fish at the top end of the main card, but god damn, for the people who are just trying to break in, like $500, that's like fucking your rent. That could be like food for the month.
Right. Now, if they said we're not gonna do the ring girls anymore, we're gonna take their money and give it to the fighters. If it said that, did it? I'm in. Fuck it. Why? Because I don't go to the events or watch the events for the girls, although they're nice to see and it's fun to watch. It's cool, but it's not what I'm there for, right? It's not what I'm watching. That being said, 100% sure if they cut the ring girls, that money's not going anywhere but in the bank. They're not doing it. Dude, how many times have we tried that shit? Everyone bitches about the fighter pay, but no one sticks to it. I'm no, time out. Everyone's like, oh, okay, it knows the fuck out of me. They're like, boycott the UFC until they pay the fighters more. Next pay-per-view, John Jones against DC 2. Oh shit! I guess I'm watching and I'm paying. I guess you aren't, you bitch. Stop bullshitting. It's like when Stitch got fired, when quote unquote fired. When the dude in the back, I forgot his name, got fired. When all that. When Mike, what's his name? Mike Goldberg didn't get re-signed. I fucking not gonna watch UFC anymore, bro. I fucking care about this shit, bro. Guess who was watching it next week? That little bitch that said all that shit. Everyone's full of shit. Stop being full of shit. Don't be hypocrites, you cunts. Leave the girls alone. They're fine. No one cares.
Get rid of him.
Wow. Wow. You become a little suspect there, Ash.
Bruh, I'd rather see like an extra female, a women's MMA bout rather than seeing fucking 3 chicks that are like, all I'm hearing in the background as they walk out of the fucking cage is some dude going, I'm like, okay. I don't know why it sounded like fucking
combat sports since they put him on TV.
I just think it's fucking pointless, but hey, that's just me.
Yeah, as long as your reason isn't because I want everything to be equal and these girls will stop being brothers. Yeah, as long as that's the reason, I don't care. But if that's the reason,
I'm gonna send this out to get you triggered, then, my guy. Imagine if they started having fucking half-naked dudes walking around that bitch.
They do have half-naked dudes walking around that bitch. They're called fighters.
About prancing around like,
Bro, have you seen those motherfuckers wear the Valetudo shorts? And that's not half-naked. Every time someone wears Valetudo shorts, so I'm like nervous that a ball's gonna pop out.
Dude, what we're gonna do? We're gonna have some dudes walking around in fucking hot pants, and then we're gonna see what you say.
Now you're taking it too far.
For 1 week.
That being said, now you're taking it too far.
Girls, and you're gonna have to watch.
Now you're taking it too far. That being said, I think Rogan made that. He's like, why don't they have dudes? Like Rogan said that, and I'm sitting there going, what? No. No, Rogan, stop it. You know why though? Because most of the audience is male. That's why they don't have dudes.
And one thing that did really piss me off though is I saw that Peter had had urged the Ninja Turtles to, like, the people who write it and the people that make the animated series and films and stuff, to make them actually eat vegan pizzas.
Talking about what? To who? Who do they make? Who has to? What the fuck's going on?
Peter, urged the Ninja Turtles to eat vegan pizzas.
Who's the Ninja Turtles? I mean, what are we talking about? Is there a movie?
We're talking about like Teenage Ninja Mutant Ninja Turtles, like Donatello, Raphael, and Leonardo, and Raphael.
They're making them eat vegan pizzas. Why?
Because they think that it impressions young kids to eat meaty pizzas.
Oh, motherfuckers! Oh, I swear to Jesus Christ! Like, what is wrong? Can we just nuke this bitch? There's a whole planet. This fucking dude. You know why? You know why aliens aren't real? I believe they are. But you know why they're not? They're probably not. Because if I was an alien from another planet with higher technology and I came and I saw the dumb fucking shit that we do here, I will blow this bitch up. Dude, a million, dude, fucking 100%. Like, I guarantee you, if I was an alien from another planet and I came up and I'd be like, what the fuck? There's a bunch of old guys voting on women's body parts. There's a fucking there's this thing called mumble rap that's out here doing this shit.
What the fuck? Where did the hate for the mumble rap come from?
Because it sucks. I was all on it all day. I was on Twitter. Don't trigger me. Anyway, all right. People watch a TV series because a chick got fucked on a fucking videotape and she has a massive ass, and then she married a rapper. Okay.
After she got beat down.
After that. Okay. And then you have a Cheeto as a president on one side. All right. And his twin brother's like some kind of like higher, the Boris guy in the UK. Like, I would look at all that and be like, yeah, let's just blow this bitch up. Yeah. Hey, back it in. Hit the laser. Hit the button. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. We're done. This planet is done. This planet is over. No one gives a fuck anymore. They are not worth saving at all.
Ooh, god damn. Yo, Jesus in the comments is going in hard. He turned around and says, I suggest Eddie is one of the ring card men.
I'm fucking in. I am in.
No, he can't be a ring card man. He has to be a ring card boy. Because we call them girls. So you have to be a boy. You Got me.
Whatever, dude. I'll fucking wear speed.
Yo, he turned around and said, "Men in hot pants for the women's fights is awesome in high heels too." Yo, Eddie's rocking them fucking red stilettos.
Let me know ahead of time. I need to work on my ankle strength because I can't with that. They have Chippendale.
Yo, Eddie's gonna. Yo, I dread to even say this out loud, but Eddie, you're gonna have to wax your legs and chest, my guy.
No, refuse. All right, this is what a real man looks like. No, hey, to turn around the girls, you know how they were bitching about that's not a real woman's body. They look like Gail Gadot and shit like that, or whatever. How that chick, they go, that's not a real woman's body, and they put a picture of this fat bitch on there, and that's a real woman's body. Hey, fuck it, hairy chest and legs, real man's body. What do you want to talk about? Are you serious? Gender equality, bitches. What the fuck?
Jesus Christ, Eddie, I'm gonna find some dude in high heels and I'm gonna put your fucking face on that cunt.
Fuck that. And people, don't at me. I don't care. I don't care about your opinions. Don't at me.
Yo, so on a more positive note, one of the things I wanted to talk about just briefly, just because I saw a picture earlier on and it was of Will Smith like in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and he had like loads of 90s stuff around him and stuff like that. What are like the favorite things that you remember from the 90s? Like odd little things that stick out to you.
Fucking
schoolyard fights. Fucking in the 90s.
People fucking in the thousands in the 80s too.
No, I'm talking about you.
Oh, dude. No, not really. I was a kid. Yeah, no, I was a child.
Yeah.
The 90s, man. Like, you remember Pogs?
I remember Pogs.
I had a massive collection of Pogs. And you could buy those long tubes, those long aluminum tubes that held 1,000 of them. Dude, I had like 15 tubes of just Pogs. And then I would gamble with them in fucking like 3rd grade.
I remember people getting jacked for Pokemon cards.
Yeah, I jacked people for Pokemon cards too. Fuck them. No, just kidding. I didn't do that. No, I would buy them and then I would sell them.
Yeah, I used to sell my Pokemon cards.
The 3rd pack I ever bought, I got a Charizard, which is like at that point was like the rarest card you can get. Like everyone was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah,
that's a piece of cardboard with some shiny shit on it. Fair enough.
Yeah, but now it's worth fucking bruh. It's ridiculous now how much that card's worth.
Yeah, but still, it's a piece of cardboard with shiny shit on it. I got $200 for one, and I had like 10 of them.
I just remember I saw a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if you're familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh. There's a card that's like it's like a one-off misprint line, and that one card now, because they're just fucking nowhere, because a lot of people threw them because obviously they were misprinted, so they were useless in a way and all that kind of stuff. And now there's like next to none of them in the world, and it's worth something like 1.5 million.
Look, man, this thing right here, this is a pressure gauge for a tire. This is worth what someone's willing to pay me for it. Okay, so if someone's willing to pay you $1 million something for a piece of cardboard, first of all, they're fucking idiots. But second of all, they're probably massive Yu-Gi-Oh fans. So fair enough.
I couldn't justify that shit. What? Okay, I'll throw this out there to you then. So, like, as far as music was concerned, because obviously you're a big hip hop fan as well.
Yeah.
Like, what was like your favorite? Like, if you had to pick like a few favorite albums from like the 90s, they don't have to be necessarily just hip hop, but like a few favorite kind of like albums from the 90s.
Man, was the Chronic in the 80s?
Yeah, Chronic was the 90s.
Was the Chronic. All Ice Cube shit to me was fire. Tupac stuff was fire. Biggie Smalls, I was a big fan of Biggie Smalls. Wu-Tang Clan. I love Wu-Tang Clan.
That was the one to fuck with, my guy.
The Wu-Tang Clan back in the day was the shit. Weirdly enough, I was a fan of Method Man and Redman. You remember those guys? Yeah, I was a fan of those guys because like they had that one song, Method Man on it about there's some girl that he was missing, right? Like,
is that the? No, I was thinking the Mary J. Blige one.
No. This is about he's basically about a chick that he fucked. He got her pregnant, whatever, and then they aborted the baby, something like that. I forget. So I haven't heard it forever. Now I'm gonna look it up after the show. But it's a good fucking song. But dude, the 90s have probably like the best music.
Oh, 100%. Like one of my favorite albums ever.
Yeah, but I know people back in the generation prior would be like, no, the 80s did, the 70s did. No, the 90s is the best because now we have mumble rap.
Yeah. Even the noughties was better than if you look at from say like 2000. In my opinion, I think that like I don't like to use the Nas like hip hop is dead, but like I think from like 2013, I think hip hop just died.
You know who killed it?
Don't say Lil Wayne.
Fucking Lil Wayne murdered it.
I ain't buying that. No.
You know why? Because he didn't rhyme shit. First of all, he would just throw the N-word at the end of every sentence. Oh, it rhymes. What? They started it. He didn't kill it himself. He started it. But these motherfuckers, like, what did I? Okay, so I gave during work today. I didn't have to move it that much. So I had YouTube on. The new Migos or Migos. I don't know how you say it.
Yeah, no.
I had the new Migos album on. I listened to the whole thing twice. I swore I had the same track on repeat. That's exactly what it sounds like. The same bullshit over and over and over again. Percocet, oxytocin, more pills. I went to my mama's fucking medicine dresser and I took all the ibuprofen at once. I'm a bad motherfucker. I'm a gangster. Braca. All that sort of shit. Like that's all it is.
There's two things that really irritate me about music right now as far as hip hop's concerned. One thing that really annoyed me though, everybody was like, the album's just way too long. They've got like 20 plus tracks, and I'm thinking in the 90s, that was standard.
Those were the best.
They were the standard.
Not only the 20-track album, the 20-track albums where every song's related to the next one, it tells a story. Those are the fucking bomb. Dude. The bomb was the same. Remember that? Yeah, but fucking those are the shit, dude. The 20-track albums, like every track was just the next chapter of that story. And then when you get to the end of it, you had this whole story in your head. You're like, that was awesome.
People used to do double albums on purpose. On purpose.
I had, and this is probably from 2000. This is the last double album I ever bought because it's the last one I ever made. Outkast, they had Love Below and Tomb of the Boom, right? I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was all right. It wasn't great, but I thought it was pretty good. But that's like last album. But like all the I still have all the Michael Jackson albums, dude.
You can't beat like Michael Jackson album. Like I'm gonna say something real fair. You can say anybody can say whatever they want about him, fucking kids, or if he did or didn't or whatever. I'm saying this right now. In my opinion, I think he's the greatest artist of all time. I'm talking like the overall package for a musical artist. You know, he could perform, he could play, he could dance, he could choreograph. Literally, like even down to the lighting. Did you ever see what was it called? This Is the End, or what was the thing before he died?
This Is the End.
Yo, that film where you're watching him in the scenes where he's talking to the person who's playing like some instrument to play it live, and he's like, no, it's like this, and he's doing the note, and you're like, and he's like, I need you to do it like this, not like this. And he does it how he did it. And he relays it with his I'm like, dude's a fucking genius. Like,
dude, here's the thing about people that we call geniuses, and he's one of them, right? But they're very off. There's something not right about them. Almost autistic to put a name on it, or put a label on it. Yeah. But he was one of those dudes that you just like, what is he fucking doing? He's a weirdo. He has a zoo in his backyard, and he wears a jacket with a million zippers on it for no reason. But he was a genius in music. It was great.
100%. And you got to take into account that he put in the performance side of it. Like, it's not even just about like him as far as like pop singing. Like, Justin Timberlake, Britney Spears, all these big stars that you think of, they all took from him.
Dude, nobody killed themselves in a tour like Michael Jackson did.
Set himself on fire.
Huh?
Set himself on fire.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the best initial, but
yeah. But like the last tour in Europe, it was gonna be Europe only, from what I remember. I had friends that were planning on flying over, and I was thinking about it. I was like, "Shit, this guy's old. It's probably gonna start."
I was saving up for a London ticket.
Yeah. I was thinking about, okay, where can I fly to as the cheapest? I don't know why I was thinking Italy, like whatever. Like I was like trying to figure it out, and literally like maybe 2 weeks after I was thinking that, it's like Michael Jackson's dead, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I legit for a solid like day believe that he faked his death, because I would have done that.
Yo, you got your Tupac hat on, didn't you?
He might be. I got myself like,
God damn, we could get into those conspiracies at a later date.
Yeah, there's a lot of dudes that look at Tupac out there, apparently.
Yeah, but one's kicking it with Rihanna, apparently.
Yeah, with who?
Did you ever see the picture of Rihanna and Tupac?
God damn, Tupac, dude.
Right,
Lisa for the rest of us, bro.
You carry, you carry on. I'm gonna find that picture and I'll pull that up.
So what else was in the 90s? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was the shit. Family. I don't know if you guys ever got Family Matters over there, but that was a pretty good show. You know what? There was less pussies in the 90s around here. Like less little pansy motherfuckers. Like bullies were adversity that you have to go through in order to grow up. Not something that everyone raised hell to stop on a fucking GoFundMe.
Yeah, I'm with you. You know what the thing is that like I love about the 90s the most is the fact that
TRL.
It felt as if like anybody could create, like anybody could make themselves a star. Do you know what I mean? Like it just took that one moment. Like everybody had their own hustle. Like you could sell your CDs, or you could like. It was kind of one of the things where it's like everything's a little bit easier now in a way.
Did you ever buy a CD from the back of a car?
Genesis Elijah, who does our intros, I bought his CD from him outside of a game concert.
Yeah, see, but like I used to buy albums from like artists, like local artists, out of the back of the cars.
UK hip hop for the longest time. If you weren't down south, there was no hip hop scene over here. It was like it was either what you heard like on TV in clubs. That was it. Anything from like London downwards. That's where, like, the London area, that's where it was. Hold up, I got this picture real quick. Let me see if I can get it. Here we go. Let's do this damn thing.
Boy bands are huge. Yeah, they're awful.
Right. Yeah, here we are. This is the image of them two together. It was from the Daily Mirror. Tupac alive and well in Cuba. Is there any truth to the outlandish claims rapper has been partying with Rihanna?
Besides the fact that Rihanna's not that skinny anymore?
This was years ago, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, God bless her, because she's nice and thick now. Woo! God damn, Rihanna, you get finer every fucking year, nice and thick. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, this was. Real. I'm just saying, like, look into it.
It's not real.
Hold up.
No, that looks like Tupac hasn't aged a day.
Hold up.
Well, watch Tupac's rape accuser speak out on camera for the first time.
Yeah, I ain't buying that bullshit.
You remember when he went to trial for that?
Yeah, I remember. Like, I've got like every DVD to do with Tupac. Tupac's my like, as far as like an artist that I hold dear. Tupac's one of the dearest ones I hold to my heart. As far as like the content that he used to put out.
You know who doesn't get enough? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say this article about Rihanna and Tupac was in January of 2016. So.
Yeah, whatever, man. It's not real. Anyway, I wish he was alive enough.
I'm saying look into it, my guy.
Yeah, I'm just saying look into it. We're big 6 food ladies, man. He perfect today. That means that if I was as famous as Tupac or Michael Jackson and I had a feeling that someone was gonna try and kill me, I would just fucking fake my own death and then move to like some remote island. Like I would move to like Hawaii, like one of the smaller islands in Hawaii, and just like chill on a mountain the rest of my days. Like having like hot chicks like helicoptered in, and like
and what, Eddie?
Well, what do you think you do with hot chicks that get helicoptered in, bro?
They're coming to cuddle, aren't they? No,
they're coming to have dinner and watch a movie and respectfully.
You ain't gonna go home, but you gotta get the fuck up out
of here. Yeah, dude. But how could? Okay, do you think as we get older? Okay, remember when we were kids? I know I did. I'm sure you did. Like my parents used to give me shit about like what clothes I wore or how I had my hair and shit like that, right? Do you think the older we get, the more we're gonna look like our parents, like fucking, like collared shirt and tucked in pants and shit?
No. I think that like now because there's fashionable older people. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like you look at say like I always use an example, even though I think he dresses horrendously in my opinion, but he dresses quite fashionable. When you look at people like Johnny Depp.
Yeah, wearing 80 bracelets. Yeah.
No, but you know what I'm saying though? He looks. I can see 20-year-olds wearing that and 18-year-olds, and you know what I mean. So like I think it's got to that point now where you see certain people like look at Allen Iverson, still wears the same clothes.
Allen Iverson confused, bro. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but
homeboy's confused, man. Like I'm a big Allen Iverson fan, but chill with your shit, dude.
I just think that
save that
I
money.
don't think we'll be wearing fucking. I strongly
I know I won't.
doubt it. I think I'll be wearing fucking sweatpants and shit. I don't think I'm going to be one of those dudes that's wearing like my trousers like Simon Cowell. I don't think I will.
Right. Like so to this day, I wear shorts and a shirt, dude. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, dude, I think I'll be wearing some sweats, and I'll probably wear a Champion hoodie, and that's just how I'll rock out. I remember like somebody actually kicked off from it. Like I remember as I was like early teens, like maybe just before I turned teens. I had a pair of Timberlands.
Dude, I still have a pair of Timberlands.
Dude, I have like 3 different colors upstairs, and it's just like I remember how many times people would fucking like just give me grief for wearing Timberlands because I'm a white kid in the UK.
Yeah,
it's a totally different thing.
Because you're white. Yeah, exactly what it is.
Racism.
Probably true, but still, I used to have like I always had a pair of Tims around. When my nephew was born, I made sure I was remember I got him a first pair of Air Jordans. I got him a first pair of Tims. I'm like, I showed up. I showed up. As soon as he started walking, I was like, I got some Tims, motherfucker, Tims. Check out my Tims. Like that's what I would do. Every single time I took him, like I would pick him up. He'd spend the day with me. Like my sister would drop him off, my mom would drop him off with his little, tennis shoes, whatever. I'm like, nah, fuck that. We're putting on some Tims, put on some nice blue jeans, a stylish shirt. Like I'll show you a picture later of this kid dressed up. He fucking looks clean every time. But he had his Tims on. It's fucking good shit, dude.
All I know is like for me, this is why I always say like because I forgot his user, Gun Death Punch Face. Like,
Gun Death Punch.
The other day he was like you wear like snapbacks and like buy basketball shoes, and I'm like, yup. And I've been doing that since like my whole thing growing up, like I watched copious amounts of like hip hop artists, and to be honest, a lot of it's down with like when I was younger, like my mum used to listen to the Fugees, and when I was younger, my grandparents the only music that my granddad used to play was like either Frank Sinatra or he used to play Motown. So it all blended into like what came into hip hop. So like all my fashion was like 90s kind of New York-esque hip hop. Like that's predominantly what it was. So I always used to wear like I remember the releasing a new edition of Jordans. I think it's the back end of February, and it's the bread ones, the red and white ones. And I used to have a pair from like 2005, and for some reason just disappeared. I have no idea where they went. Probably somebody snatched them. But so I'm buying a new pair of them because like they were my first ever pair of trainers that like as a teen I saved up and I bought them, and they were expensive. You used to have to go in a magazine. You have to like send a mail with a check. And you have to order them. Like you couldn't ring up, but you couldn't like you couldn't go try them on the internet or anything like that. You can try them on. Like I had to find out what the difference in US sizes and UK sizes as opposed to even Europeans was. Crazy.
Dude, I bought my first pair of Air Jordans after I worked my ass off for an entire summer to save up a little bit of money for that. And then I bought a pair of Barclays, the only Barclays that came out, these orange and purple ones. And it was white, orange, and purple, just badass as shit. But I wore the fuck out of those. But yeah, I do remember that shit, man. That shit was.
I remember that was my first job. I worked in a coal yard in. I used to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'd start at 6 in the morning, and I literally used to bag coal or bag blocks of wood into these bags, and I used to have to load them into the back of people's vans. That was my first job.
My first job was a family business thing, but I was loading trucks at 3 in the morning every morning, and in the summers and on weekends, even during school year. Like the weekends, it wasn't working or it wasn't school. 3 in the morning, let's go load trucks all fucking day. And it was just for those pair of fucking shoes or for whatever little thing I wanted to buy. What's funny is like I used to wear like I call it my uniform for like a solid like 8 years. It was like a pair of jeans, a pair of shoes, like Jordans, whatever I had, and a jersey, like a basketball jersey or a football jersey. That was every day. I went to church wearing that shit. I didn't give a fuck. Now, and that was when I was trying. Okay. Now, like look, you think I'm peddling Represent because they're sponsored the podcast, like my podcast and yours? No, this is what I wear every day. I wear like t-shirt and shorts. Like those Represent shirts that I wear on the show. They're not just here for during the show. Like I go outside with that shit. You know what I mean? I remember I went to one of the tournaments I went to. I was wearing a Represent hoodie and a Represent shirt underneath, waiting for the first gi match. And people come up like, "Oh, yo, you work for them?" And I'm like, "No." This is what I wear. You know what the reason they started working with us was?
For them, I work with them.
With them, right. But the reason is they ended up sponsoring my podcast was because I was doing the shows with this sweatshirt on. So they used to see my sweatshirt saying Represent, and they hit me up.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? So like this is literally what I wear. This is what I do. It's just now it's about comfort over fashion. 100%. Like you know. Valentine's Day night, like when I take my girl out, whatever, I'll wear like a nice shirt and jeans. I don't care. But in between that, fuck it.
About 2 years ago, when I was doing live band nights, it was the 1 year anniversary of Breaking Boomboxes was the name of my live band night. And it was the 1 year anniversary, so I wanted to like. And I hadn't had any alcohol for 18 months. I just took a sabbatical from drinking any alcohol whatsoever. And I decided that was going to be the night that I was going to have a drink, because it was like a year of doing all these gigs, doing 3 or 4 gigs of like a month, doing all the promotion, doing the clothing line that I did with it and everything like that. And I remember I went, I wanted to get like a nice little blazer. I wanted to get a blazer, but I wore a tee underneath. And I wanted to get some jeans, and I saw this pair of jeans, and I was like, I like them. Like they were like black, like kind of faded, a little cut up on them. Hold on. Yeah, this is where it gets shady. And I was like, I'll try these on. Yo, I didn't even know they were skinny jeans, my guy. I have taekwondo legs. I don't know if anybody else. If you know, you know. No.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Thick thighs save lives, and these have saved me on many occasions from getting whoopings. But they are not designed to fit in skinny jeans.
That's hilarious. That's fucking funny shit.
Dude, I got them like just above my knees, and then like no.
Did you guys have Jinko jeans?
Jinko jeans.
Jinko was like a brand of jeans. It's shitty. First of all, these jeans were cheap as fuck. Not in cost, but they were like crappy like material. But they were baggy, and the name Jinko was like cool to everybody, so everyone bought them. And I remember I was like, I didn't really give a fuck. I was like, no, I don't. Just give me whatever pair of jeans, right? I'm gonna wear my jersey over them anyway.
Yeah,
it's like a big ass oversized jersey. And Fubu usually, but whatever. But I wore so much Fubu, dude, it was retarded. I guarantee if I look at my closet right now, in one of the boxes that I have, because I moved around or whatever, I guarantee I can find a Jinko or a Fubu jersey. Guaranteed.
The next podcast, Eddie's wearing his.
I'll wear it if it still fits. I'll wear that shit. But just remind me. But I remember I got a pair of Jinko jeans for like Christmas one year, and I'm like, this is weird. And I put them on. I wore them, like normal. And I think after a while, I tore them. I forgot exactly how it happened, but they were really shitty jeans, but they were like popular as fuck. What do you think about that real quick, since we're on that? People buying shit and going, this is Louis Vuitton, or this is Michael Kors. Every single time someone goes, oh, this is okay. So my parents, for Christmas this year, my mom got me a Michael Kors jacket. It's a long one. It's really, really nice actually. Like it's really classy, and I actually enjoy it. Like I wore it. It was pretty cool. I love it. It's warm. It goes with everything. You look nicer with it, right? But the first thing I asked my mom was like, who the fuck is, no, listen, right? The first thing I go is, who the fuck is Michael Kors? And how do I start a line? How do I start a line named Eddie Law that I can make people overpay me for and get super rich? I need to do that. We need to do that. We have to find a way to do that. Dude, let's do this. Let's make up our own clothing lines and make people overpay us for the same shit.
I don't know how. But the clothing line's a lot of fun, by the way.
Who's Michael Kors?
I think I'm just guessing he's a fashion designer that got tired of making other people clothes, and then he just went, "I'll just make my own."
You know what that's like? It's like starting your own religion, bro. Let's start doing
Yo, but you've got to remember though, you can't be alive and make money off of religion.
We'll kill somebody.
No, you have to be the dead one.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Hear me out. We'll be in the background. We'll get some idiot to be like, look, man, you're Jesus. You're our Jesus. Okay? Well, we got to end you. But religions get away with like worse things than murder. They get away with genocide. So
Homie's looking at you like, what?
Well, we just don't tell him. I'm just fucking around.
That's some Kool-Aid shit.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just saying this. I don't understand a lot of reason why people like. Right. Okay. Let's put this more into perspective. So, whenever I look at fashion, like you say, like those kind of names, like Louis Vuitton, that kind of stuff, I go, what do they represent? Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, when I wear a pair of Jordans, like for me, that represents something iconic. That represents greatness. So when I try and buy clothes, if it's to do with anything like a brand like that, I always look at like what do they represent, and it's like, that's how I kind of justify what I'm going to buy and stuff like that. Because it's like you can buy the same pair of jeans from anywhere, but it's like there's something different about when you wear something that's like buy something like buy a clothing line. Do you know what I mean? Or like buy like an artist or like a singer or a sports athlete. Like I think like that's more important. Like what do they represent as a person? I don't mind stuff like that, but when it comes to stuff where it's just like, oh, it's just, you know, they like to look like cool. It's like,
I don't get it. Louis Vuitton, who the fuck is that? Gucci, who the fuck is that? Michael Kors, why should I care? That being said, you go, hey man, I got the new Kyrie's. Like, oh shit, I want to see those. You know why? Because I know who Kyrie Irving is. I at least know who that motherfucker is. New pair of Kobe's, I know who that motherfucker is. Okay, back in the day, the T-Max or the Mellows, I know who those guys are.
Do you know what do you think to the
Michael Kors? In fact, you know what? If you know who Michael Kors is, at me at EL31 on Twitter. Tell me and send me a picture of Michael Kors douchebag, and we'll talk.
What do you think to the PG-13s, the PlayStation ones?
What?
Have you not seen the PlayStation? All right, hold up. I'm pulling them up quick. Basically, Paul George has got some new kicks.
Yeah, I mean, I know what the PG-13s are. I don't know if it had to do with PlayStation.
Yeah, there's a special edition of them. I'm gonna pull this up real quick. These are pretty wavy, to be quite honest, though.
Yeah.
They actually light up as well.
Oh.
Right, hold up. Yo, I feel like Jamie off of fucking.
Pull it up, Jamie.
Pull it up, young Ash. Right, hold up.
Young Ash, young Jamie.
Right, here you go. So, if you can see there, they've got the on the toes, just on the laces, should I say? On that cap, it's each color on each side of the bottom color. It's got a nice little galaxy wavy thing there on the colorway. But those there, you can turn them on and off by actually pressing them.
That's lame.
You don't like that?
No, it's not that I don't like it. It's just I mean, I would wear it. It's just kind of lame. Remember the LA Gears back in the day that when you walked, the little lights on the bottom would flash?
Oh, yeah, but I think that's different, though, because with these, you don't have to turn them on. Like, you don't have to. You can just do so if you press it. Yeah, so you literally squeeze the tongue.
It's nice.
On the light.
Look, you want to impress me? Make it so I can play with my feet. Then I'll buy them.
Dude, I don't want to see your crusty feet, like, playing, like...
Well, whatever, I'm not putting a camera on my feet while I play, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, we'd have to see the camera to see that you're playing with it. Otherwise, we could just go, yo, wireless controller, my guy. Somebody around the corner.
I have no shame. I have jujitsu toes, so they're ugly as fuck already.
Yo, that's nasty as shit.
No, dude, hygiene. They're clean. I wash my feet, sir.
Bro, he's there with a fucking cheese grater, just like
No, but I've rolled with cheese grater motherfuckers, and you're avoiding any kind of guard. Fuck all that. You're taking the back as fast as you can.
No homo. No homo.
Exactly.
What did you think to the dream manipulation thing that I was telling you about?
That's interesting. I don't understand really how, because I'm pretty sure weed does the same thing. And any psychedelic ever would do the same thing. But what exactly are they saying? Like they're gonna be able to like program your dream?
All right, let me find the exact.
I would have an awesome dream to need the program for.
Lucid dreaming. So Tech Insider, right? So basically, dreaming is usually an involuntary action we experience when we fall asleep. This is not the case with lucid dreaming. Instead of having a dream that plays out like a movie, a lucid dream is something you control. So it's basically they're looking at how to manipulate the chemicals so that you can actually control them. But the thing is, though, is what if you have like a nasty little fucking trip beforehand? So like, what if you like watch a horror movie and then like you fall asleep and then you're like, oh yeah, I'm watching this horror movie, but in actuality, your bitch ass is in the fucking horror movie.
Now you're in it, and it's like chasing you around.
Somebody said that they'd love to just have a dream where they're just eating tacos and pizza and putting on no weight.
Sounds like a chick. But I'm pretty sure. Like I don't know if you ever use, and I'm not plugging them because I don't know whatever. But you ever use Alpha Brain? You ever try that?
Yeah, I've used it quite often.
So I've used it before, and I stopped because it's just ridiculously expensive. I just can't justify spending that ridiculous amount of money for something that doesn't last so long. But I used to, instead of doing the two pills, I used to do 4, right? Because why be a person? But right, exactly. So I stopped doing it because the 2 wouldn't work for me after a while. But regardless, it gave you lucid dreaming, right? And it was pretty powerful at first, and that was cool and everything, but it didn't really matter to me. Like it was like, all right, cool.
See, what I used to do, right? Here's a little nugget of information that people don't know. When I first started doing the Heel Hook show, before I used to do a podcast, what I used to do is I used to smoke half a joint. I used to take an Alpha Brain. This is about half an hour before the podcast, and then I'd have like half a bottle, or like no, like orange juice.
Oh, okay.
And like I used to do that before every podcast, even when we interviewed people. So like if you ever go back and listen to some, a lot of the times I sound a lot more chilled out than I am now, and that's why.
I'm ready. I done quite a few podcasts, not sober, and on that lettuce, and those are the most fun. But the problem is I laugh way too much. Like I get the giggles. I'm the giggly stoner, like straight up. Like I would just start because I used to do the ULI. I still do it once in a long while, but I used to be a round table type of podcast. Did I forget?
No, you good.
Am I there? You there?
Yeah, you good.
I thought I froze. Anyway, I used to do like a roundtable type of podcast with that. It'd be me and like 3 other people, and we just puff pass, whatever. Yeah. All right, and somebody would say something funny, I'd be dying the whole time. That podcast would lose all direction. Just no direction whatsoever.
I'm the
like
sleepy
this one right now.
I'm the sleepy one.
Yeah.
Like that's 100% where I go. As soon as I start like smoking, I'm just sleepy.
You ever smoke so much that you puke?
Nope, I've never. That's one thing
that happened to me.
Happened to me. I'm so happy though.
Happened to me, like, and I had been doing it for like 3 years. Then I was experienced. The problem is, one time, like the pipe my friend used, it was like a spider design, and something was broken. We didn't know it was broken, and I took a heavy hit on it. And I didn't just get smoke or the puff. I got like everything. So my chest was on fire, and I couldn't breathe. And then finally, when I finally got my breathing back, I thought I was gonna pass out. But if I got my breathing back, I was like, holy shit. Solid 5 minutes later, high as I'm astro fucking traveling, okay? I'm trying to do the podcast, and I'm hearing voices in the back of my head, the weirdest shit ever. And 15 minutes later, I'm like, oh, I gotta throw up. And I pee my brains out.
Wait, this is, pardon me, this is not my story to tell, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. When me and my missus, she'd never smoked weed before, so I was like, right, you're not going abroad and doing it. Like, because she wanted to go to like Amsterdam, and I was like, I was like, it's the worst idea in the world to do it the first time in a foreign country, in a foreign place that you don't know anybody other than the people you
panic, motherfucker.
Yeah, you fuck that noise. So we were here. I got some whatever, and I told her what to do. Because I've got like a little baby one, because it's just easier. I don't like rolling, to be quite honest with you. So anyway, here's the baby one. She takes a little hit. I tell her just a tiny hit, just to breathe in, breathe out, chills. Like, take a minute. You don't have to do it all of your hit. Just take your time. There's no rush. She just takes 2 hits. In fairness, fucking the dude who got me this, like, he got me some alien shit because it was stronger than I usually have. I'm not gonna lie. So it is what it is. So she ends up having it, blah, blah. So we sit down, and I forget the name of the dude. He's a regular comedian that's on Joe Rogan's podcast, and he had a Netflix special a couple of years ago that was in black and white.
Oh, Bill Burr.
Bill Burr. So we're watching that, and I said, look, we'll just sit back, we'll chill, we'll have some food, we'll watch some comedy, it'll be nice and chilled. 15 minutes into the fucking film, she goes, Is it supposed to be black and white, or am I? Like, is it black and white, or am I just? I'm like,
that's awesome.
Bitch, it's black and white. I'm like, look, everything around you is in color.
Yeah. Look around for a second. Why is that one thing black and white? That would freak me out if I was that too. That's the best. Fuck. I had one of my friends. She took way too many hits the first time ever, right? And she fucking sits on the couch and then she starts slithering like legs first onto the ground, right? So almost like she's melting off the couch onto the ground, or onto the carpet. And she looks up. I'm like, "Are you okay?" And she says, "I think I'm having an out-of-body experience." That was the best ever. Holy shit, did I die laughing when she said that? I was like, "You're having a what?" Shit. That was back in like 2008, 7.
What do you think to the thing that I sent you about the Mayan ruins, the 60,000 hidden Mayan ruins that have been discovered?
Let's aim those lasers at the White House. That's all I'm saying. Let's find some shit dug under that bitch. You know what? It's pretty cool.
Talking about that fucking Marilyn Monroe tunnel.
Something. I want to see some crazy. Hell, you know what? The Vatican. Can we put this at the Vatican? I want to put. I had a dream when I was a kid that I snuck into the Vatican. Oh shit, that's pretty crazy. I'll tell you in a second. But there's like secret parts in the Vatican with shit you're not supposed to see.
Okay.
I kind of want to sneak in there and find out what the fuck's going on.
All I know is these researchers were like using laser technologies to survey the forest canopy, and they discovered a metropolis that millions of minds have previously not known.
And anyone that says that the Earth is only like 1,000 years old or 10,000 years old, you can eat a fat dick now because that shit is old.
They're saying like 60,000 houses / palaces.
Dude, I want to see this shit.
Highways.
Someone needs to get in there.
Other human-made features that have been hidden for centuries.
Dude, I want to see photos of this shit. Send someone in that bitch.
Yo, can we go?
I'm down. Where is it?
Yo, give me a gun. Yo, I'm gonna have to have something big though, because like I ain't got good accuracy. I need something to spray. I'm not trying to piss around with no handgun.
Yeah, fuck that. Where is it exactly? I can see.
Pardon?
Where is the location?
It's the Guantala. Oh fuck that noise! Right, I'm gonna send you that because I'm booked for that.
I should have it in my moments that you sent me.
I'll send it again to you, so then you guys.
But dude, I love exploring shit.
Yo, I'm just gonna tell this story real quick though, because it's just brutal. A girl went into. Do you have Primark in the States?
Have what?
Primark, the shop, the clothes shop.
Probably not.
So
I'm not the best at asking because I don't shop a lot.
Basically, Primark is like a really dirt cheap like place. Like they just basically manufacture by the hundreds of thousands of stuff, so they can afford to sell decent clothes for like really cheap. So you can get like a pair of jeans for like £9. It's like really cheap.
We have equivalent stores here.
Yeah. Well, this chick, she went into one and she tried on a bra in Primark and she said it was like really nice, so she went to buy it. When she went to the thing, the guy who she asked, "Where's the tag?" Like, there's no tag. So he went to find a supervisor to get a code. He comes back and he says to her, "This isn't ours. It's a swap." So what that means is some chick went in there, took off her own bra, put it on the coat hanger, left it, and another chick tried on some chick's sweaty bra.
Damn.
That's fucking cringy. Like, could you imagine that? Like, imagine if you turn around, right, and you went and put on a t-shirt, yeah? And you're like, oh, this is a really nice t-shirt, you know, this is pretty cool and stuff. And you put it on, and then when you realize afterwards, like, at first you just think, maybe I'm a little warm. Nope. Turns out that you just tried on some sweaty tea.
That's so gross. Imagine doing that for like a rash guard.
Oh,
That'd be disgusting.
Better than trying to cope. Better than trying to cope.
Yeah, that's bad. You know, it's funny though. One of my friends was in a fight, and his cup broke in warm-ups. Yeah, he borrowed another fighter had just come out of the cage, and he just finished same size ish, and he was like, "Well, you can borrow my cup." My friend's like, "Fuck it," and I'm like, "Dude, you better like get tested for like everything."
Bleach, you did.
Yeah. Bleach your whole body. Drink it. Don't die.
You could not fucking pay me enough to fucking do that. Did you? So yeah, the
Guatemala.
There you go. That's the one, my guy.
Guatemala. I'd be down to do that shit. But I'd rather have someone go there and take pictures.
Dude, don't be a pussy.
I'm down. I didn't get the money for that shit, you know.
Speaking of pussies, right? We've got to just mention this on the last one. Logan Paul went skydiving and his parachute didn't open. His reserve one did.
Talk about the universe saying, "Hey, bitch, this is your last chance. Next time, you're reserving opening."
Or it didn't even fucking happen.
Oh, I guarantee it didn't happen. No, for sure it didn't happen.
It's like, oh, I survived. Like, this is a sign I'm supposed to be here and do good things.
Did you watch? First of all, it's a genius transformation, by the way. It's genius. Now he's going to be on network television because he's super clean now. But did you see the interview you did with Michael Strahan?
Yep.
Okay. First of all, I respect Michael Strahan as a football player, but I thought he was a guy that could see past bullshit. Apparently not, because he bought his shit fucking hook, line, and sinker. Dude, how fast did he make himself the victim? Like, he made himself the victim immediately. Right? It's just, I remember I was watching and I was like, you son of a fucking bitch. You have no shame. Go fuck yourself, dude.
And the worst thing in the world is there is millions of people.
They're stupid. His fans are dumbasses.
His fans like 8-year-olds, to be fair.
Exactly, dumbasses.
Facts. But it just kind of bugged me out because it's like him trying to portray that he was some godly figure that he survived, and I'm just like, come on, dude.
No, dude, no, that didn't happen. You just said first, him and his brother have been known to be full of shit. So 100%. I didn't know who Logan Paul was until he put a dead body on YouTube. Then I found out who he was, and I'm annoyed that I know who he is.
And the fact that now that like even we have certain things that we have to get checked is craziness.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, the other crazy thing I wanted to point out as well, speaking of young and dumb, what the fuck is going on with that 15-year-old chick shooting up in a school in LA?
Welcome to America. It's been like 11 or something like that. It's a high number of school shootings in the last like 3 weeks.
She shot one of them, the boy, in the head, and she shot another 15-year-old girl in the wrist. I'm betting she was fucking one of them and then found out he was fucking someone else, and she was like, bro, I ain't having that. And then she just went crazy and just went, pow, pow, pow.
Yeah, the thing is, people don't think about that shit. And I get it, you know, bullying and all that stuff, but the Second Amendment is huge here, and I'm a full supporter of the Second Amendment. What?
What? He's actually the girl who I actually thought the girl was 15 too. Turns out she was 12.
Whoa!
LA Daily News. Female suspect in custody after Sal Castro middle school shooting is reported to be 12 years old, according to LA school police chief.
I want to hear that story. She's got to tell somebody why she did it.
A part of me is wondering if them two fucking bullied her. I'm just saying.
It's possible. No one thinks about that shit. Anyway, but like I said, I'm a supporter of the Second Amendment, but you got to be careful when you
the right to bear arms and all that.
Right. By the way, there's a podcast called I think it's More Perfect. It's either Radio Lab or More Perfect, one or the other. And I remember listening to it, and like they were talking about the original intent of the Second Amendment. It is not at all what people think it is.
No, it's
like not. Not even close. And so I remember, so that's why I support the Second Amendment, but not this like have guns everywhere in your house and let your kids run around shit. Like that's just irresponsible. You know what I mean? The fact that
wasn't it something to do with you have the right to bear arms against a foreign government? Yeah.
No, the government. It's to keep the government in check too. In case the government loses its fucking mind, you can defend yourself, which by the way would never work because they have all the guns.
Yeah, could you imagine like, oh, I'm just gonna shoot at you with your nuke?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Imagine a nuke coming at you, just pop it with a little handgun. With your stupid little glasses on, your ear muffs on, and you're like this and pointing up. And Stupid shit. No, remember that this we get in with this if you want. Remember the Vegas shooter?
Yes.
There's a guy in a city 5 minutes away from here. He was a man who sold that guy ammunition. They just criminally charged him for selling him ammunition. So that begs the difference, or that begs the question. The only way I think you can charge somebody is if the person that sold him the ammunition knew what he was gonna do.
Right. Okay. Then. So, what about that guy who broke into the White House that had all them guns and shit?
Okay, first of all, time out. That guy was a fucking idiot. You know why? He left all the guns in the car.
I'm just saying though that he tried to do something like that. He had all the ammunition and somebody sold him it.
Oh wow, what the fuck? Sorry. So Douglas Haig. Okay, so I see why they charged him. Douglas Haig, a 55-year-old aerospace engineer who sold ammunition as a hobby for about 25 years, was charged with conspiracy to manufacture and sell illegal armor-piercing rounds. Ooh. After a box with his name and address was found in shooter Stephen Paddock's hotel room. Yeah, you're not allowed to manufacture those. Those are illegal. Like armor-piercing rounds.
About those.
But it's what it sounds like, right? Armor-piercing.
No, so, I get the concept of what they are. I'm just saying I didn't know that was an illegal thing to do. Like it is, you know, I don't know how it works with you guys because you guys are crazy. So you saying that to me makes me go, oh, okay, so they do have some common sense.
Yeah, right. Not really, but that's from KTAR.com just to make sure we cite our sources. But yeah, you can't fucking have that shit. So
you've got to cite your sources, motherfuckers, because people get naughty.
Dude, fuck Air Hawaiian. This motherfucker.
I wasn't even talking about him. I was talking about someone.
I know. Now you just triggered me. Here's the thing. So he fucking retweeted somebody. I forgot exactly who it was. They're getting upset about not being given credit for something, right? And I'm sitting there going, "You motherfucker! You do it every Monday. In fact, you do it every time you put up a story. You didn't cite somebody. What are you talking about? You cocksucker, dude! I was so mad." He's like, he's fucking blocked me. Someone had to screen cap it and send it to me. And I was pissed. Like, you little hypocrite bitch. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I do have to say this, though. Shout out to MMA News Today, who one of their writers cited that a certain fighter was supposedly signed to the UFC and it was all done and dusted. And it was complete and utter unfabricated, no fucking ounce of truth to it whatsoever. And in fairness, they suspended the guy and they apologized and they did the right thing. So like, shout out to them because that's the way you carry yourself, man. Like,
the funniest part was seeing that tweet and people tagging that guy. Yep. And then that guy goes, "That's news to me. I didn't know that. What the fuck happened?"
Yep.
That was great.
Anyway. I saw everybody come out, like all the other fighters that are in his camp and whatnot. So I was kind of like, they were like, that's just not happened. Like, we know, but you know, it is what it is. But right, guys, we're going to wrap it up on that note. We're going to be back tomorrow for a little fucking tiny, eeny weeny pre-show for the UFC card tomorrow, our prediction. So it's going to be very, very small. It's going to be a quick in and out because half of the fights have fucking died, so don't even worry about it. Where can they find you, Eddie?
Find me on Twitter at Elo31. You can find me on Instagram at Keyboard Warriors MMA, and of course all the shows over at KeyboardWarriorsMMA.com. And we had technical difficulties on Wednesday because Google Hangouts and YouTube blow. So especially Wednesday. But I cut up our episode of Keyboard Warriors up with a couple of segments that everyone could enjoy. So the one up now is the Floyd Mayweather one. Talking about Floyd Mayweather putting up videos, whether it's bullshit or not, could it work, could it not work, who fucking knows. Yeah, exactly. And then the next one drops tomorrow morning is Ronda Rousey WWE.
Sweet, man. So make sure to check them out at Keyboard Warriors. Obviously, guys, don't forget to leave this a like. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you're new. I always appreciate all your support. You can find me at Ashley Lamprey on Twitter and Instagram. That's ASHLEYLAMPREY. You can also find me on Snapchat, just as official. And also as well, I'll be doing a lot more of the live streaming that we did the other day for the UFC 3. Like I say, I'll be doing my review. That'll be coming out in the next 12 hours. So I'll make sure that I drop that. So make sure you follow us at the Heel Channel _ on Twitter. Yeah, man. Make sure you check us out on iTunes and on SoundCloud. If you want to listen to any of our episodes of the Heel Hook Show, Triggered, any of the past episodes on the go, subscribe to those. They are the Heel channel on iTunes and SoundCloud. So
yeah. Hey. And you get your time out. I'm gonna do the outro. If you can, man, you can find me in your girl's panties after you head off to work in the morning. All right, bitch. That's right. I holla. All right. That's Ash. I'm Eddie. That's it. We're done. We triggered you, motherfucker.